Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We begin in the name of God, the infinitely compassionate and infinitely merciful. And we're so grateful for all the beauties and depth that has been shared this morning. And what a grace to be here together. We really never know in what moment we may be called to return on this journey through the seasons of dark and light, finding home. Along the way, the mystic poet Jalaluddin Rumi reminds us, observe the qualities of expansion and contraction in the fingers of your hand. Surely, after the closing of the fist comes the opening. If the fingers were always closed or always opened, we'd be crippled. Our movement is governed by these two qualities. They're as necessary to us as two wings to a bird. Even so, these hearts are muscles of spirit, ever learning from contraction and expansion, stretched and stretched again to incorporate that vastness. As with one of the dear ones here, I lost both my parents suddenly at a similar young age, though not through such extreme violence, but through the inner explosion of the heart of my father while driving with my mother, and the subsequent car crash that ended both their lives here on earth, yet brought them ever closer in being within my heart and awakened more deeply the awareness of the preciousness of every moment. We're called again and again to stand with truth, to face reality in the midst of mystery. In the midst of darkness, we learn compassion. The prophets, the saints, the holy ones, all have borne the burden of weighty love, even some, like Jonah, in a moment reluctantly with doubt of their capacity to enliven the mandate from the beloved, the source of life. In this human life, yearning, turning within, even deeper into the darkness, we discover the light burning bright and the waters of mercy gushing, and the tender green plants that have the ability to spring forth. As Rumi puts it, the water of life is in the land of darkness. And Shams of Tabriz reminds us of a saying of the Prophet Muhammad, don't see me as superior to Jonah, because he lived his ascension, his mirage, deep in the sea, within the darkness of the belly of the fish, while I made my mirage beyond the seven heavens. To consider truth as bound to heights or depths is to assume that truth could be limited by location. Our longing propels us. And within the poem we share, the word God might be heard as Allah, as that one beyond all description, and yet so intimate within our hearts, supporting and sustaining us when we turn in recognition of our need for sustenance from the source of all sustenance, of beauty, of wisdom, of strength. That you, that reflects through every face, as it's said in the Quran, wherever you turn, there is the face of God. And our hearts are broken and broken and broken again until what remains is the beloved, and that is what we see sparkling everywhere. Ya Majid, O you magnificent in glory, Ya Rahim, O infinitely merciful, Ya Hakim, O wise healer, Ya Ghafur, O oft forgiving, Ya Nur, O you who are light, Ya Razak, O best of providers, Ya Wadud, O infinitely loving one. Tremendous in mercy and forgiveness, you send your angels with the breeze upon your clouds to remind us always of your blessing. Jonah was overwhelmed, swallowed by your wisdom, and granted subsistence founded on your shores of grace, still kissed by the ocean every day. We tremble with the weight of your word, and yet you strengthen us with mountains of giving, companions of light who can bear the brilliance, stars of truth in your diadem encircling this planet. They host us at your table, even as Jesus and Mary remind us, in your presence a feast is always revealed. Continuously, I am sending it. And our hearts too, like Jonah's, become light with your love, and our people, our bodies, ourselves, are spared the tribulation we might have set upon them through our ignorance and haste. Ya Majid, all praise be to you, sustainer of all worlds. Ya Nur, Ya Razak, Ya Wadud. And sealed with the Quran. Clearly does he spell out these messages to people of inner knowing. For truly, in the alternating of night and day, and in all that God has created, in the heavens and deep in the earth, there are messages indeed for people who are conscious of her. With every difficulty comes ease. God is with you wherever you are. She is vastly forgiving, all-embracing in her love. Said Jesus, the Son of Mary, O God, our sustainer, send down to us a repast from heaven. It shall be an ever-recurring feast for us, for the first and last of us, and a sign from you, and provide us our sustenance, for you are the best of providers. God answered, truly, I am always sending it down to you. And in honor of this beautiful spring, in the midst of which we find ourselves here in Loveville, as we've come to know it, a little remembrance. O Creator of all thankfulness, Ya Shakur, thank you for the early robin's song. It is dark, yet they know the light will come. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. Sometimes we doubt it will return. Your birds trust in your beneficence. They sing the morning into being for us, their brothers, their sisters, happy to share the news with all who will listen, abiding close beside you, at rest upon the tree of your hand. Your bestowal is our grace, our sustenance, whether deep in darkness or brilliant in the light. Your nurturance reaches us by bright and hidden ways. Never would you abandon us, for we are of you. There is no way to disintegrate what you have so intricately woven. Pattern upon pattern reverberates with the music of the spheres. Venus and Mercury and Mars sing their songs high above the horizon of our thoughts, and we kneel in adoration and in awe of your creation, the tangible realization of your love, pulsing light through all darknesses, there and here within our hearts. Salam alaikum. May peace be with us.